This is Craig from Amp Studio, and we're going to have a look at some navigation within Ableton Live today. We're going to look at the navigation, and we're going to start at the very bottom left of the screen in this very useful little icon, which allows us to drop out the show and hide view. And you can see that anytime I float over any of these controllers or device or bars or icons, I get an explanation of what that is in the bottom left here. So it's very useful to know if you're ever stuck, you can get right back to what that is. The next thing we're going to look at then is the dropout at the top left, and you can see I can expand our browser or our library here, and this is where our sounds live. These are the things we're going to use to construct a track with. So within Ableton, then they come preloaded with a bunch of instrument types and some drum packs, and you're free to create with those absolutely royalty free within your own projects. Also on the top left then we have the BPM counter and our friend the metronome. Now if I was to hit play, which is the triangle here, you'll hear that nothing's actually happening currently. I'm going to turn down the headphones because when the metronome starts it's quite loud. If I hit this, you'll hear instantly that we have the click, and that allows us to keep time, and it's playing at a rate of 120 beats per minute. Now I could drop that rate down and make it much slower, in this instance 65, or if I wanted to do a little bit of trance, take it up to the 130 region, 140. If I wanted to do some drum and bass, I might take it up to 180. If we then scroll all the way across here, you'll notice that at the top right hand we have two different buttons that allow us to do, well, to see the information enabled in different ways. So where we can have vertical scenes, events all playing at the same time, or we can arrange them in a much more traditional format from left to right as you would in any standard DAW. We have bar numbers, bars and beats across the top, which is musical values, and at the bottom then we have time values. So it's very good to have both of those instantly accessible to see as soon as you open the page. We have MIDI tracks and we have audio tracks. MIDI tracks deal with information such as note, how many notes are pressed, how hard they're pressed, how long they're held in for, and audio deals with previously recorded sound. So if we have an instrument that we want to perform with, we would insert that virtual instrument onto a MIDI track and play it with a MIDI controller. Or if we have a guitar in the real world, we can connect that in and record the sound that comes from the guitar. On the right, you'll see that there are these huge yellow buttons which number the channels also to correspond: channel 1, channel 2, channel 3. That's essentially your channel mute button, so you can turn a channel on and off. Beside that, we have S for solo, and then we have our record enable button. That's the same for MIDI, to receive MIDI notes or MIDI performances, and then record for audio. But we also have two effects channels, A and B, and A is a reverb, which allows us to put sound into space, and B is a delay, which makes things repeat. How we use them and in what circumstance we'll cover more as we go through the course, but all 6 of those channels then filter into our master channel. Finally, we have the device viewer. You'll see that whatever is inserted onto this track can be seen here. Now we don't have anything inserted at the moment, but if we go to our reverb track, then you can see that the reverb device is in fact inserted into the reverb channel, and the delay is inserted on the delay channel. So if we do this as a very quick demonstration, we can grab a plugin or an instrument. Well, let's grab a piano sound, and let's go for an electric piano sound. And if I drag that instrument onto the MIDI channel, you'll notice that we now have the ability to play that. Let me enable that. So this is on C major 7, and if we double click into that space, it'll reveal what's called the piano roll editor. So that's already playing a chord for us, and the longer we hold the note in for, then it's going to play the whole chord. And we can duplicate the trace to that and create a small pattern. We have our electric piano. Let's find a nice break that works. We can instantly get a bit of magic happening. Alright, and the beat. You can of course change the pitch of these notes. And that's how quickly it is to put something together. So this is Craig Sheridan from Studio. Thanks for staying with us to the end.